Good morning. This is Diane. I'm with Powerful Questions Coaching, and I wanted to talk to you today about I made it four techniques to decrease anxiety. One is being mindful. So mindful breathing. One of the things that I have done, it's a meditation kind of thing, but basically it's breathing in, I am safe. Breathing out, I am safe. Breathing in, I am okay. Breathing out, I am okay. Breathing in, I can handle this. Now that does two things. It helps us to remember to keep breathing. And the other thing is it helps us to reassure ourselves that we're okay. We're safe, we're okay. It calms down our fight or flight mechanisms that are going on. The other thing that I have found very helpful is a lot of people have heard count to 10. The reason you count to 10 is that it changes your mind from your emotional side of your brain to your more logical side of your brain. However, counting to 10 doesn't do that for most people because you don't have to think to count to 10. So what I actually suggest is do something you have to think about. So for example, if you want to count from 100 backward, that would help change your mind from being on the emotional side of your brain to your more logical side, so that you can get out of the stuck place of emotion that you're in that's kind of spiraling your anxiety out of control. So that's one thing, is the count to 10 usually doesn't work for people because you can count to 10 without even thinking about it. But if you have to do something you have to think about, that switches your side of your brain and calms you down. Then the other one is observing your thoughts, and it's just thanking your mind. So a lot of times with anxiety, what we will do is we will have this thought that, oh my, this is the worst thing in the world. And that's just a thought. It doesn't make it true. So what we have to do is say, okay, thank you, mind, for bringing that to my attention, but I don't have to respond to that. I can just say, thank you for that thought. That's another way of looking at it. But it doesn't make it necessarily true. So it's just the habit of saying, thank you, mind, for bringing that to my attention, and kind of letting it go. And then the other one is covering your nose to slow down your breathing. So when we start feeling very anxious, we tend to start doing very shallow chest breathing. And that breathing can actually cause us to tingle and make things worse. So one of the things you can do is close one nostril and close your mouth so you slow down your breathing. And breathe in and out. And then switch it and close the other one. And out. And that makes us slow down our breathing so that we can get centered again. And then you'll notice that your hands stop tingling and your feet stop tingling. But the thing with anxiety is you have to catch it before it gets to where you're panicking and you can't figure out how to slow yourself down. So the first step is to start noticing what things or when does that happen, so that I can start noticing, okay, I'm clenched, my shoulders are up, my hands are tight, and I need to start observing that and bringing them down. Push my shoulders away from my head, loosen my hands, so that I can bring myself to these techniques of slowing myself down. So just a quick review: mindfulness breathing, covering one nostril, and counting to 10 for some people, but counting backward from 100 is really better, probably, just to change your mind thinking. And then thanking your mind for the thoughts that it brings to your attention, but not necessarily having to respond to them, just thanking your mind. So thank y'all. Again, I'm with Powerful Questions Coaching, and if anybody's interested in coaching, you can go to Powerful Questions Coaching, and there's a phone number and information about what I do. Thank you.